friends, this is Lori from Cruising for Treasure, and you are watching my What Sold show. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna string together, stitch together a few days worth of sales, and then upload one big video. So this first one is from yesterday's sales, which would be Monday. Everything that sold on Monday. So I had no sales on Poshmark. Actually, I did have one sale on Poshmark yesterday, but then they asked to cancel. So I canceled. And then what always happens with me on Poshmark is when you cancel a sale, your sales stop for like a couple days. Like they punish you or something. I don't know. It's super annoying. Anyway, because of course they do not have the option like on eBay where the buyer requested to cancel. So you literally have to, I put it in as other, but it's still, I don't know. Anywho, so I have 5 sales on eBay that I'm going to show you. Now, here's the deal. So I have ramped up my listing significantly since I got back to work after the holidays. So the thing with algorithms, funny things that they are, we love them so much, is when you start to do things differently, the algorithm goes, whoa, wait, what? And it can take a while to catch up. So I change up my business with the understanding that it could disrupt sales for a little while. It could take a little while for everything to figure itself out. Easiest way to say that. So with that being said, I am fully expecting my sales to just kind of keep going up as we move forward because I am increasing my listing amount. I'm increasing the sales volume or the average sale prices minus my vintage postcards, of course. But speaking of vintage postcards, let me show you what has sold. I sold 2 of them yesterday. One of them I actually listed yesterday and it sold yesterday, so that's pretty cool. And that is the People's Downtown National Bank in Miami, Florida. This was posted, it's from 1977 and it sold for $4. Now, you might ask, why would someone want a postcard of a bank? A lot of various reasons. Number one, this is a pretty cool look for a bank. The architecture is pretty, I mean, if that doesn't say 1977, I don't know what does. So it could be for that purpose. It could be a family member helped build the bank. It could be that bank is no longer there. I have no idea. I didn't actually look it up. And someone just wants to remember that old landmark. It could be for a variety of reasons. It could be that someone is collecting a bank, a postcard of a bank from every state or every city in their state or something like that. It could be any number of reasons. It could be the bank itself is looking for historical mementos from the past. Any number of reasons. I don't try and guess the reasons when I'm listing. I really do try to just list my postcards without judgment, without trying to guess whether someone will actually buy it or not, because if it really were up to me, it really makes no sense to me why some of these postcards sell. It really doesn't. Some of them make sense. Like this next one. This is the boardwalk scene at the New Central Pier, Atlantic City, New Jersey. This is from 1923. So this postcard is 102 years old, at least, which is pretty fantastic. It is posted, has the note on the back, which just, you know, adds to the fun of it. You get to read a little snapshot of life from 1923. It's just really, really cool. You get to see what cars are being driven, what the pier looked like back then. To me, that makes sense. A bank from 1977, it doesn't make as much sense to me. But again, I try not to judge when I'm listing my postcards just because who knows why someone might want to buy a card. So this one sold for $5. This one sold for $4. Between the 2 of them, $9. Maybe I paid 5 or 10 cents each. Actually, this one came to me free. So you figure at the most, at the end of the day, when I list both of them, total between photographing, listing, and shipping, total maybe took me 10, maybe 15 minutes, and I sold them total for $9. You figure in the hourly rate, take away the fees and everything, it actually is not too shabby. So, and I'm preserving a tiny little piece of history. I love that so much. So anyway, y'all didn't know you were coming to a TED Talk on vintage postcards, did y'all? Okay, moving on to the other things that sold. Okay, this is awesome. This is a pair of vintage Polo Ralph Lauren crew socks, and these sold for $14. This was a little bit of a frustrating situation because this guy like super lowballed me. And honestly, I priced them at $20, which to me seems like a really great deal considering these are from the 90s, okay? Maybe very early 2000s. So you cannot, they do not make them like this anymore. This is, again, a piece of history, okay? So I priced them very conservatively at $20, and I had someone lowball me on this and say, sorry, I would offer you more, but the shipping is exorbitant. Well, I look at where he lives. He's in Austria. Okay, so it makes sense that it's gonna cost a lot of money to go to Austria, okay? Shipping is not my problem. Anyway, I would guess that you would be used to paying that when you live overseas. If you're trying to buy from America, it costs money. Anyway, so of course, you know, I responded with, I think $18 was my counter. Anyway, I had a 30% off sale. He didn't buy it during my sale. He then sent me a lower price even than my sale price, and was again mentioned the shipping, and I'm like, dude, there's no sympathy on my side, sorry. Anyway, so his response was basically, okay, well, can you at least honor your sales price from the weekend, whatever. Which in that case, I don't mind doing that, fine. It sold for $14. I don't mind doing that. I would appreciate a more respectful, courteous tone of voice, but whatever. I do wish people would buy, because it's not like I can go into Target and say, hey, your item was on sale yesterday. I missed it. Can you give me that sale again? They're gonna laugh in my face, right? So it's kind of frustrating when people pull that nonsense on eBay, but what are you gonna do? I wanna make a sale, so fine, whatever. Now, I had another guy yesterday contact me and say, hey, I want 2 of these hats that you have listed. Would you be willing to take $30 each for a total of $60, and then you know, with shipping on top of that? He was very kind, gracious, not expecting anything in return, whatever. So I was like, absolutely. So what he ended up doing is he ended up actually paying full price for the one hat. So I will process the refund back to him. And once I have packaged and shipped and know the exact shipping cost, I will refund him the difference. So these are very recent pickups. They are from what is quickly becoming one of my favorite thrift stores, to be honest. These 2 hats, they are new era, they are fitted, and unfortunately they're not wool. That would have added to the value. However, these 2 hats, I did pay $8 each. Sold them both for $60 total. So 16 into 60 minus fees, happy about that. And they sold very quickly. I just listed them maybe even yesterday. I'm not sure. I just listed them very recently. Maybe Friday. I think I listed them Friday. So these are Cleveland Indians, and it's the Chief Wahoo. The thing that makes these valuable is they are limited releases. So that was, okay, so when I went to this thrift store, they had a ton of these like limited release, new era fitted hats, and they had them all priced at $8 each. So quite a few of them were actually quite dirty. So I left them there because I'm not about cleaning and all of that, especially at an $8 price point. No way. So I did a little bit of research looking them up, but generally speaking, when you have a hat that's a limited release, collectors are going to want to pick it up because they don't have it. And it's not a mass market type thing. So one of the hats that I had listed, it was a Father's Day release. So minimal of these out on the market, and so collectors are willing to pay up. So a normal Chief Wahoo with the traditional colors of their logo, New Era fitted hat is probably only going to sell for $15 to $20. But when you have one that's more of a limited release, it's more difficult to find, you can have a higher price point. So I did list almost all of those hats, and I got quite a few of them at $40. With these, I've now sold 3 of them. So we'll see how quickly the other ones sell. So anyway, I do ship all of my hats in a box. Collectors do not like to see their hats showing up in poly bags. Don't do it. So anyway, that's what I've got going out the door today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you do hit that subscribe button. And actually, coming up next is going to be tomorrow's sales. Here we go. Okay, we are back with another day of what sold. So today is Wednesday, so this is everything that sold on Tuesday, and it's going out the door today. Now, I am still apparently in timeout on Poshmark for canceling a sale, even though it was by the buyer's request. And so no sales yesterday and none so far today on Poshmark. Trying not to be bitter, but you know, whatever, we move on. Okay, so I'm going to show you first of all the postcards, okay? I did sell four postcards, so that's pretty awesome. The first one is Don Pedro Dam in California, and that sold full price for $4.99. Awesome sauce. This next one was a very quick sale. Again, sold for full price, $4.99. This is the beach at Ocean City, Maryland. It is posted from 1985. Now, what's interesting to me is that this is a pretty humdrum postcard. It's nothing special. It's just kind of boring to me. But again, it sold literally the day I posted it for a full price of $4.99. One never knows. Another quick sale. This one is a little bizarre and grotesque, to be honest. It's End of the Trail, and it depicts a cowboy face down in the sand with crows eating on it. Disgusting. That sold, again, full price for $4.99. Now, what's weird about this is I think it's actually an art piece or an art installation. I'm not 100% sure, but just based on the thing on the back. So this was posted, it's postmarked 1985, full price for $4.99. Again, like I said about yesterday's items that got shipped out, I try not to guess what people are going to buy, because if it were up to me, no one would buy something that looks that gross, but it's not up to me. So moving on, I had a black and white photograph that sold, and this is $6.99. Now this will go at the 2-ounce rate because it's too big to fit in my normal size envelope. So I ordered the size larger, and because they're bigger, they weigh more, so they have to go, the postcards that fit in that one have to go at the 2-ounce rate. So this is a photograph by Jerry N. Ullsman from 1976. I have no idea what it's supposed to be. It's a flower, like a daisy, with black dots coming down from it. I have no idea, not a clue in this world, but someone saw it and said, I will pay $6.99 for that postcard. So I'll take it. Okay, now continuing on the theme from yesterday, remember we had the blanket. Actually, that's from Monday already. That was Monday's video. I had the blanket that sold. I sold another one. Now this was interesting because the buyer actually messaged me and sent me photographs of her teenage daughter who has her baby blanket, but they want to replace it. So they were wanting to make sure that this was the one they were looking for. And come to find out, it was. They asked me if I could do any better on the price. I sent them an offer. So it sold for $25. I had it priced at $40. So, you know, whatever. I sold it for $25. And the brand is Cocalo. I have no idea. Never seen that brand before, but it's like a Sherpa patchwork. And then on the other side, it's satin. So $25. Always keep your eyes out for the baby blankets, for the loveys, and I guarantee you it might be a long tail sale, but it will sell eventually, and it'll sell for a really good profit. So the next item that I want to show you is, this is really fun, okay? This is Henri Bendel brand. This is it's purple, and it's almost like a metallic glint to it, and really nice little coin purse. The hardware on this is just top quality. It's a solid weight to it. It does have the, I don't know if you can see inside there, but it has the stamp in the inside, or like the leather sewn on the inside. Just like enough to fit a few coins and a credit card maybe. And this sold for $31. So definitely a name to keep your eye out for. I did get this from an online auction. I did pay up for this lot for this exact reason. There were 3 or 4 different Henri Bendel items in that lot, and I knew that I could sell them for a decent amount. So I believe I paid $8 per item. So $8 into $31, absolutely easy peasy. Not even a question in my mind. Okay, so 2 more items that I have to show you from today. And this one is a lesson to me. Never again do this, Lori. I got sucked into online arbitrage. I'm just not good at it. And I paid the price. I did some stuff. I got stuff from Victoria's Secret and the Tom's website. And let me tell you, those items that I got are the bane of my existence. They just will not sell. So here we go. This basically, I'm just getting my money back on these. These are Tom's, and they're men's slippers. They're really amazing, super cool, but they just would not sell for the life of me. I did list, they are new in the box, obviously, but I listed them without the box because it just adds unnecessary bulk and weight to the package. So $10 is what I sold these for. So yeah, never again will Lori experiment in online arbitrage. I still have one more silly pair of those. So if you want them, send me an offer in my store for $10 and I will absolutely accept. Okay, the last item from yesterday, super awesome. It was actually, oh no, one of the postcards sold after this one, but I was gonna say it was the last sale of the day, almost. It is Stife, okay? I have very rarely found Stife, and even more rarely found it when I could actually afford to buy it. This is a reproduction. It's from the Classic series. This is the Classic Teddy Bear from 1909. Obviously, like I said, it's a reproduction. But because it has the tags, it has the little ear, whatever they call them, the ribbon with the post in there. Excellent condition. This sold for $79.99. And you know what? I'm gonna look up to see what I paid for this. Although, you know what? When I was looking earlier, I found it difficult to find my listing, so I might not actually have it. Let me see. Somehow it erased itself from my spreadsheet. Yeah, it's not on my spreadsheet. Stink. But I did, when I looked on the listing online, I've had it listed for 4 years. So I'm not saying go out and buy all the Stife, okay? Maybe if you know more about it than I do, you're able to market it better. But mine took 4 years to sell. $79.99, which obviously I'm totally cool with that because it was $80, so that's awesome. But anyway, super cute Stife teddy bear. So that's what I have going out the door today. I am pleased with my sales. I was very thankful for Mr. Stife at the end of the day to come in and bump up my average sale price for yesterday. That was pretty cool. Still waiting on sales today. I think I've sold 1 postcard, maybe 2 postcards. So anyway, keep watching because you'll see what sold today. Okay, we are back with another day's worth of sales. Today is Thursday, so this is everything that sold yesterday, which is Wednesday. Now, for I don't even know what reason, it's not unusual for me to have a really slow day on Wednesdays. Thankfully, I did have sales, so that's good, but it was very slow. Again, nothing on Poshmark, still in timeout. I don't know why. I'm using my Posher VA. Let me go and make sure it's running for me. But I mean, I have everything going all day long, and I've listed every day multiple items and still nothing. So I don't know. Is everybody else's Poshmark slow? Let me know. I'm a poet, woohoo. I don't know, it's just silly. I do feel like there's just a lot going on right now, just everywhere. And so online shopping is just kind of not at the top of the priority list. That's what I'm feeling. But I do have 3 sales to show you today. So let me show those to you. I hadn't even pulled them up, I'm so silly. Okay, so the first one, again, y'all know I love my vintage postcards. So I sold a vintage postcard yesterday. This sold for $5. This is the Candlelight Motor Lodge in Ocean City, Maryland. So a collage there. Let me know why you think someone would want to add this postcard to their collection. Let me know in the comments. I have my ideas. I could be wrong, I could be right. I don't know. I don't collect postcards, so I honestly really don't know what people are looking for. I mean, okay, I've done my research. I know what people are looking for in theory, but specifically why they would purchase that one, we'll see. Anyway, let me know in the comments what you think. Okay, so the next item that sold, it came from a lot of stuff that I actually sold an item from yesterday. And again, the brand is Henri Bendel. And this is like a credit card slot. Guys, I don't even know, I'm not fancy enough to know what you do with stuff like this. Like, why would you need an extra little thing that holds credit cards and like a little tiny little thing here on the sleeve? Why would you need that? Like, where would you put this? Would you just tuck this into your purse instead of a wallet? Which I guess that would work. You just put your credit cards in here and maybe your ID, and then like a few bills if you needed them in there, and then just put that in your purse. Like if you have a clutch or something and you just, I don't know, is that what you would use it for? I guess. That sold for $13. So I did have it priced at $20. Someone I think offered me something, and I don't know. I don't remember exactly how all the negotiations worked out, but it sold for $13. Okay, so this is the last item that sold on eBay, and this is a Pendleton wool cardigan sweater. Super cute. Made in the USA. This sold for $26. This did come from my hoarder house. So the hoarder house is something that I got, oh my goodness, almost a year ago now. Can you believe it? And it was basically I just got to go in and take the contents of about 5 different closets in this house. It was absolute madness. I can't even tell you. It all came to me free of charge, and I literally am selling a couple items a week from it still. I had hundreds of items initially from this lot. So if you want to set some videos going in the background, look up we have a whole playlist of the Hoarder House haul, and it's just really fun. We just went through the bags, just kind of going through all the different items. So anyway, this is one of those items, Pendleton green wool button-up sweater for $26. So that is what is going out the door today. Not a whole lot. I have already exceeded yesterday's sales today. So that's awesome. We love when that happens. So having said that, make sure you keep watching because I'm going to show you just a little bit. All right, so for the last installment on this What Sold video, I'm going to show you everything that sold on Thursday. So this is Friday. And surprise, surprise, I actually had 2 sales on Poshmark. So yay, I'm out of time out there. And then I had 7 sales on eBay. And so my goal typically is to have minimum of 10 sales every day with minimum of $200 worth in sales. I hit that 10 or 15 days out of the month, typically, lately. So I hit it yesterday. Yay. All right, so I'm going to show you what I have from Poshmark. The 2 Poshmark items actually equaled $100 total, so that's pretty great. The first one is this Everlane alpaca blend sweater, short sleeve and size medium. And this is the label, if you can see that. I don't always pick up Everlane just because it can tend to sit. This one did sell fairly quickly though for me, so that's good. $25. Not too bad. And then the next item that sold is this is an incredible brand to look out for. Okay, this is, let's see where it's the best label to show you. Stubbs and Wooten. So they have, they do like needlework items with leather. So what I've sold before was the belt that was needlework and then, or needlepoint and then like a leather brass. So these shoes, really cool giraffe print. They have the leather trim here, the leather sole, leather insole, and they're in decent condition. Like there's basically no wear on the needlepoint part. Obviously there's some wear on the soles. So I couldn't find an exact comp. So I just kind of put them up there for $100. Actually on Poshmark, they were $115. And I was so irritated. I got an offer from on eBay for $40 for these. And so I went and I looked at their eBay store. They literally sell this brand and this brand only. So in my opinion, you may or may not agree with me, that's fine. But to do that to another reseller is very rude. It's just rude. I don't mind if you buy from me to resell it for a profit, that's fine. But don't send me an insulting offer for an item that you're then going to turn around and sell it for, I don't know, looking at the prices that he has on his page, like 5 times. It's crazy. I did not find comps to support that price. I really didn't. So anyway, I'm happy. I paid $10 at a thrift store and sold it for $75 on Poshmark. So let me know have you found this brand before? Do you think I undersold it or do you think I was priced just right? I don't think I undersold it because if it was underpriced, then it would have sold a whole lot faster. So I am quite happy with that sale. And here we go to our eBay sales. I did have 2 postcards that sold, so let me show you those. The first one is Upper Lake Stanton Park, Steubenville, Ohio. Oh, these went to the same buyer. So this sold for $5. It is posted and it's from, wow, 1914. Oh wait, 1917? I think it says 1917. I don't know exactly where I got that number from. But that's what it says. 1907 is what it says. Okay. And then this one is the Cascade in Stanton Park, Steubenville, Ohio. This one is not posted. It is completely blank on the back. It's a colorized picture. That sold also for $5. So 2 postcards for a total of $10. Can't beat it. I paid 5 cents each. 10 cents into $10. I mean, seriously, why would you not? Next is, I guess this was just the day to sell all the shoes. I sold this pair of men's dress shoes. This is Allen Edmonds. Always look up your Allen Edmonds. Stockbridge is the style number. The price on the bottom is $159. Unfortunately, they did not sell for that much for me. They sold for $34. However, I believe these were an auction pickup. Let me actually look that up in my spreadsheet because I don't remember exactly how much I paid for. I paid $4. $4 into $34, and actually it sold fairly quickly. It was listed on December 30th. So we like that. That's a fairly quick turnaround. 4 into 34. This was not a quick turnaround. This has been sitting in my store for forever. Zumba wear, spicy. Is this something spicy? For all, by all. Why did I say spicy? Oh, that's because the tag says spicy. Anyway, this sold for $14.50. This took forever to sell. I don't buy Zumba stuff anymore. Literally, it took years. So that was pretty silly. Okay, next is, this is one of the things that I'm trying to move away again from this year, is buying things just because like there's an emotional pull for it. This is Stanley, obviously a great brand to be picking up right now. However, it's kind of dinged up, not in the greatest condition, and it's not a super desirable style. And it doesn't have a straw. So I paid, I think $3 at Goodwill, and I sold it for $10. Yeah. So that's what we're moving away from this year, so that we can sell more, but pay less. So, but I am glad to get it out the door, and I did make a little bit of profit. So, you know, it's not horrible. Okay. Another pair of shoes. This is Stanley Blacker Couture. These are black patent leather shoes. And then they have the bow. These, I don't even know, like, what do you wear these to? What event? I'm not sure. They're made in Italy though. $40. They look quite slippery on the bottom. I would probably want to get some. Oh, one of these was resold. That's weird. They have two different soles. That's very interesting. But they're the same shoe, so weird. 8.5 medium. Yeah, that's very odd. Anyway, they sold for $40. I did get those from an online auction. Let's see how much I paid for them. $4. And they were listed in November. I paid $4, and let me just verify that they did come from yes, they came from an online auction. $4 into $40. Not too shabby. Okay, and then the last item going out today, guys, this is just the best, okay? This is the Savers pickup. Look at this hoodie. Is this not the coolest? I am Kenough. Now, my girls were actually with me when I found this, when we picked this up, and they just thought it was so hilarious because they, of course, watched the Barbie movie. They loved the Barbie movie. Ken, of course, was their, one of their favorite characters. So this is a unisex Barbie pullover from the movie. This sold full price for $29.99. And I did pay up a little bit for it. Honestly, I was a little bit shocked that it was worth as much as it was. I saw it on the rack and I was just kind of laughing. And then I was like, you know what? Let's just look it up and see. Yeah, I paid $4.50 and I was astonished at how much this was worth. $4.50 into $30. I listed it on January 15th. It sold in one day for full price. So keep your eye out apparently for that hoodie because it's quite popular. Anyway, so that is what is going out the door today, guys. If you have watched all the way to the end, Thank you so much. I so appreciate it. Drop a comment if there's anything in these 4 days worth of sales that you saw that was intriguing to you. Maybe you didn't realize they were even worth that much. Like the Knuff sweatshirt. It's worth $30. Anyway, if you have not yet, make sure you do hit the subscribe button and go ahead and like this video. And thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.